Good morning, everybody. Happy Tuesday. At least we're one day closer to the weekend. Hopefully, everybody's doing well. Welcome to today's Microsoft Flight Simulator live stream. We are on we're available for multiplayer. I had to change the flight from yesterday from Heathrow to Hamburg. There was too many problems. I kept getting CTDs, and then the aircraft none of the screens would pop back on when you start them up. They don't pop on. They turn off and then don't come back on. All that kind of stuff. So, anyways, I found this flight. Going to be about 45 minutes. We're going to take this route right to Pittsburgh from New York LaGuardia. So I'm going to wait. Make sure Mick is here first, and then we'll make sure that he's got the route plugged in. See if he's online. No, he is not. Not yet. Waiting on Mick. So as soon as he shows up, we'll make sure he's got the flight plan laid in. So yeah, it was a bit of a... I was struggling to find something, and I kept looking. I tried to stay in Europe, and everywhere I tried, I would get the aircraft just would not. I'm going to try it after I get done streaming just to see if it was something else that was causing it, or if it was just a hiccup last night, or I don't know. But yeah, 45-minute flight. We're only going to go up to 31. Matter of fact, let me change this to 31. Once I know Mick is here, we will get started. I think he's still joining us. Anyway, hopefully everybody's doing well, enjoying their Tuesday morning or afternoon. Says he's playing. Oops. It's not. I know I'm showing online. Yep. Okay. Let's waiting on Mick then. Maybe the multiplayer is acting up today as well. So in the meantime, let's talk about some things. Kind of go over this. So if anybody's not familiar with what we're going to do, so an IFR flight, instrument flight rules. I always try to find a departure from the airport. What that basically allows me to do is once we get to our runway, we take off. There's a way out of the airport, and that's this route right here. That's the standard instrument departure. So it takes you out on a path until you first nav point where you turn, and this is your going into your climb and cruise phase. So I always try to find a SID, the SID, the standard instrument departure, that is giving us a direction where we're going to be kind of heading the way we want to go. Sometimes that's not always possible, and sometimes there's only a direct departure. So you take off, and you've got to basically fly the plane manually until you kind of get it going the right direction. Then you can engage the autopilot and all that. So there's that. I think Mick is here, or somebody's here. I'm waiting. I'm just waiting on Mick. If he's going to be here or not. So yeah, because it's easy once I'm up in the air. Once we take off and get up in the air, then we can get we can engage the autopilot and everything, and then it can just basically take over from there, and then make our way. And then this is our standard. What's it called? The star, which is the standard terminal arrival route is the star. So that's, I call that the arrival portion of our flight, is that green line, and the purplish colored one is our approach, and we're going to ILS 28 right. So if Mick, hopefully, I kind of get the feeling like something's not right with the multiplayer today. I can't see him on my list. Okay, you're here. Okay. I don't see you where I can invite you, Mick. It's not showing anything. It's showing people disconnected, but it's... Oh, there you are. Never mind. There you go. Okay. All right. So do you have the flight plan laid in, or do you want me to go over it real quick before we get ready to go, Mick? Let me know. Do you need to help you with the flight plan real quick or anything? Okay, so I'm going to start up at gate 59 once we go in here. So if you want to start next to me, or you want to start on the runway, it's entirely up to you. But runway 4 is our departure. Okay. And then for your departure, you want LGA 704. Once you're in the IFR, so basically you got to make sure you're in the IFR, low altitude airways over here. And then I'll give you, so if you just want to start on runway 4, that's perfectly fine. Or if you want to start at a gate next to me and then do the startup and push back, you can use automated startup if you want, or, it's entirely up to you. Or if you just want to meet me at runway 4. But so LGA 704 is our departure. And then we're going to go to KPIT out of KLGA, that's LaGuardia. We're going to go to Pittsburgh. Our arrival, boy, this is getting really leggy, is Demi 428 right. Is our arrival. That's that green, like yellowish green part right here. That's the standard instrument arrival thing, route. That part right there. And then you want ILS 28 right for our approach. And let me know when you got that. Oops. You have that all set? It's about a 45-minute flight, 334 nautical miles. Oh, okay. So well, now the ad starts. I'm going to start up at gate 59 now. So if you want to go to a gate next to me, or if you want to go to runway 4, I'll see you there. So let's go ahead and get in here and get our plane started up. Hopefully there won't be any issues with this, with the aircraft and the battery or the instrument panels and all that this morning. I tried it last night, it was fine, but that was last night and this is this morning. Okay. I'll go ahead and let them talk to ATC while we get the plane started up. All right, fingers crossed. Okay, I'll look for you outside here in just a moment, Mick. Now, I checked the flight plan yesterday, so there shouldn't be any problems. So, we'll, all right, that should be there. So, yeah, I know, huh? Oh, I see you over there. Okay. As long as you have the that runway 4, you should be fine. I'll wait for you there. Yeah, it's not showing. That's a bummer. Just put a little bit more gas in the tank. I think we got more than enough to get there, but just to be on the safe side. I don't think I've ever flown in or out of LaGuardia. Not that I can ever remember. See, I saw you. There you are, Mick. Okay. You'll probably come around the way there once you're started up and backed up. Well, I guess it's going to be another one of them quiet days in the chat until we're ready to land. That's when everybody's going to suddenly pop in. I don't know. I feel like I could just do streams where it's like, okay, we're going to land here, and that's when everybody would show up. Not the takeoff for the flying part. And it's not going to be like a very long flight. So we're going to just basically go up, cruise for a little bit, and then we'll be on the ground. So yeah. It sounded like a cop. Alright, so now we'll just wait here for Mick. I don't see him moving yet. We won't go all the way up to the line. We're just going to wait. I guess I can kind of pull off here. Hopefully that doesn't... nothing bad happens. Here he comes. I don't know, is there a way around over there? I see him moving, but I don't know what route it's telling him to go. Oh, maybe he was backing up there. There we go. Okay. Now he's moving. Go forward a little bit more, then hang a left, Mick. And just keep coming around to the left, and you'll see me. I've got eyes on you. There you go. Trying to keep an eye on the chat in case anybody pops in to say hello. All right, it's on its way. Yeah, I got you, Mick. I'm just going to go up here and get mine. I don't think anybody else is on approach. Doesn't look like. Once Mick's a little bit closer, I'll pull out onto the runway and then I'll light the candle and get out of here, and he can catch up. I appreciate Mick coming in and flying again with us today. All right. Let's turn that off. Yep. Perfect. All right. Let's go. So Mick can get lined up. And there we go. I did a salute. All right. And there's Mick behind us. Should be in the air in a moment. he's moving now. There's Mick in the air now. Don't forget to move your throttle back to the CL part there, Mick, once you're up in the air, so you don't end up overspeeding or anything. Not the best day for a picture, that's for sure. Not until we get up above these clouds, I think. Oh, there we go. That's good. There's a lot of people on the server today. All right, we're at 12, almost 13. We're only going to 31,000, so. Or at least that's on my plane. Two zero. Well, I guess once I said we were changing the flight plan, everybody was like, I'm not going to go watch now. I never... See, that's the hard part about being a streamer. Sometimes we get a lot of people come in, and they're just like, they'll stay through most of the flight or whatever. And then other times it's like, nobody's here. You know? Oy. Got a squirrel out here. He's looking around. He's looking for food. Give himself a bath out here. It's like he just woke up or something. Well, it's automated, so right now it's at 3,500 feet vertical speed, 3,500 per minute. So, oh, I got to change this to standard. There we go. So I just let it go do its thing. Once the autopilot's on, and the throttle's in the CL right there. and that little detent right there, then it does its own thing. So it seems to me though it depends. Sometimes the climb is a little bit slower, and sometimes it's a little bit quicker. I don't know why, or what the difference is. So, or why, sometimes it seems to be quicker, and other times it's like it just takes its sweet ass time getting there. But I think that's just one of those glitches in the plane and the sim where, like we've had, where you've seen it happen before, Mick, where I put the stuff in and it just didn't want to climb. So sometimes I think it's an issue with the plane in the simulator, not anything that I'm doing wrong. So, but yeah, see, now it's kind of started to level off because we're getting close to. Yeah, see, it's already telling me to climb. So yeah, now it speeds up. And make sure Mr. Squirrel doesn't pop in. Yeah, a lot of people out here around this area today. A couple F-18s, a couple 737s, 748. I'm keeping an eye on you, Mick. And it popped over to the Mach. Weird. I always thought that did that once you got in this up to like 30 flight level 340, but it seemed like you were kind of stagnant there for a minute, Mick. I would have thought you would have been a lot higher by now. Last bit of that should be our cruise. All right. We are on our way. You've got the autopilot on. So once you engage, you should have flight director, autopilot, and auto throttle on, and you should be in the CL right there for your throttle. So take a look at that. And also make sure you've got your barometric pressures set to standard since you're above 18,000 feet. And also make sure your flaps are retracted. I know I've done that before where I've not retracted the flaps and it's like it won't climb, and I'm like, why is it not going so fast? Yeah, so flight director. I always turn that on as soon as I get, like, before I back up, I hit that so I don't forget. And then once you're in the air, you engage the autopilot, and then that automatically engages the auto throttle. But you also have to make sure that once you're up in the air and you've got positive climb, then I just go ahead and throttle back to the climb detent, the CL, and it goes and it's fine. Otherwise, because if I don't do it right away, then I forget, like I've done before. Unlike with the Spitfire and the Lightning, I don't think I can really slow the plane down too much. Otherwise, it won't be able to keep the altitude. You're almost there. There's a lot of people in the air today. Okay. Alright, so as long as you have all that stuff turned on and your throttle's back there in that CL detent, then you should be fine. Go ahead and let the, even though this is a short flight, I don't usually, there's not any, I think on short flights they don't do any kind of cabin service. Or they generally, like, when I did this flight from, well, probably because of the bad weather, but when I flew from Newark Liberty to Syracuse, the weather, I mean, they were like, they didn't turn off the seatbelt sign the entire time because the weather was really bad, and they're just like, everybody stays seated. Do not get up at all. So I don't think even the cabin crew did. I see your name back there, Mick. But boy, there's like a big mess of names back there, so it's kind of hard to see. I see your name in there. All right, let's zoom out here. So basically, this is what we got coming up. just in the near future, and that's at 160 nautical miles. If I go all the way to 320, that's pretty much the rest of our flight. That part up in here, roughly right in here. That. Oop, let's get the cursor to settle down for a second. This part, right, roughly where the little dot was, that's the arrival portion of our flight. So, so yeah, we still got a bit of ways to go to get her to this first, well, not our first, but okay, we're looking for, what was it, Demi. Yeah, you're a little bit back there, but that's okay. I'll once we land, I'll taxi off and you can just pull in right next to me. We'll get a shot of us on the ground. All right, let's take a look at this. Oh, first off, let's just do this. Okay, so there's our arrival portion right there. Alright, so that's our arrival portion. We are on our way to Raish. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8 points till we get there. Yeah, I had it yesterday, Airlock Doc. When I was trying to make sure I had a flight plan for Heathrow to Hamburg, and I had CTDs when I would go in just to get the plane started up to check the flight plan. As soon as I would go to the flight plan portion or whatever and start looking through the flight plan to check it out, it would CTD or the screens would go blank. It was just about everywhere, and then I finally did a place, just said, so I thought maybe it was just in Europe. I thought maybe it's a departure airport. Nope. I changed the departures. Nope. Same thing happened. I changed the arrival airport. Nope. Same thing still happens. So I was like, well, I just gave up and put the flight together here in the United States for the time being. I want to check it. The sim seemed to be very, it just had a lot of lag last night. Like, it was just very slow, like very jittery, like even just in the world map menu, when you're trying to scroll around to find your airports and all that kind of stuff, very just lagged a lot, very sluggish. So yeah, I don't know. I had rolling cache on. I turned that off, and that seemed to fix the problem. And it's weird because sometimes people say, yeah, the rolling cache is a good option, and then other times it's like it's not a good option. It's hit and miss when it works and when it won't. So yeah, just to get a flight in today, I had to move it over here, and it's going to be a very quick flight. Like we're well, it should be a quick flight, but we've got a pretty strong headwind, so it might take us a little bit longer to get there. So, yeah, so yeah, it's just been very weird. Like yesterday, like when I was just putting together, checking the flight and just zooming in to find the Heathrow, for instance, it was like just very sluggish. Like it was just, I don't know, very strange what was happening. So I don't know, it's like something's, and I don't know if it's they're testing things or something that was updated on something else, like if there's a conflict or something, like there's just so many unknowns of what's causing what. Now the good thing is I did opt in to the reporting of the CTDs, so every time it happens, it automatically sends a report to Microsoft. So all those CTDs got reported last night, and I don't have to go to Zendesk or anything. It automatic all that information, because they were looking for people to test to gather more information from, and I'm like, I might as well, because it's not like I'm showing anything secret. It's just that they're trying to gather as much information, because it seems to me that a lot of people are reporting it on Zendesk, but it's not getting to the right, folks to look into it. Or because when I've reported it on Zendesk, for instance, they give me a bunch of stuff about PCs, and I'm like, but I clearly say I'm on the Xbox. Why are you sending me stuff about do this on the PC? I'm not on the PC. I don't have these files and all this other stuff. So yeah, it's a very strange. I don't know. It just seems like something happened, something got changed, and where did Mick go? See Mick. Mick, where'd you go? I see two people. Oh, you were back there. Now you're gone. Mick, are you still flying? Hello, Mick. I mean, I thought, because I have all these livery packs for the A320 from Four Simmers, I deleted some of those just to see if that wasn't a problem. That didn't solve anything, so it's just like, yeah, I don't know, but very strange. But at least, like I said, the CTDs are getting underneath me. I don't see you underneath. Oh. How did you pass me? Mick, you gotta be like overspeeding, dude. You're going way faster than me. You shouldn't. That's. I think you're overspeeding there. You're probably going a little faster than you should. But I don't know. How did that happen? Especially on a headwind. Speed looks good. Okay, that seems rather odd. Huh. I don't know. Got me on that one. But yeah, there's something happening, and it's like one of those things where it works and then suddenly it doesn't, and there's no like rhyme or reason why it stops working. You got to be going faster than 0.77 Mach. You're leaving me behind. I don't get it. Like, you got to be. There's something wrong. 64%. You're not over. Wow. Okay. Well, that doesn't make any sense. Huh. Alright, well, whatever. I've never seen that happen before on a jetliner, unless somebody's like speeding. But you would know if you were speeding, because your airplane would be shaking. You would feel it in your yoke, I would think. Anyway, I want to get a picture, just a solo picture here real quick. While Mick is leaving me behind. Trying to get a picture without anybody else in it. There we go. That's classic American Airlines livery. Now I did plug in the tail code and it's not showing, so something's not right with that even. Because it's not showing the the tail code back there, even though I put one in. I guess I will see you on the ground then, Mick, if you're zipping along ahead of me. Oh, man. I've never seen that before. I've got it at 0.77. That's on the auto throttle. That's why I'm wondering. I mean, if you've got it on autopilot, the auto throttle would be on automatically. Like it's not like a separate thing that you have to engage. And then, but once you get up there, it should be like at Mach 0.77. That's what I've got. I sometimes can go to 0.78, but anything beyond that, it's like overspeeding. It's not meant to go much more than that. But well, maybe it might just be that you're doing everything right, and just it put you ahead of me for some reason, somehow. I don't know. That's rather strange. So tomorrow we'll be back in the Junkers 52. We will be departing from Qatar to Karachi, 264 nautical miles. So it'll be a bit of a long one. Well, yesterday wasn't too bad, to be honest. I thought it was overall it was a good flight. We got there much quicker than we expected, because it was saying like 4 hours, but obviously that was not the case. So we'll get started. I'll check that flight after we wrap this up. Wrap up the stream. I want to check that flight out to see which way we're going to be departing from, and I'll send you all that information, Mick. So if you're going to fly with me tomorrow again, you're more than welcome to. Or if you want to take a break, you're more than welcome to. Whatever works for you. And then we'll... I don't know, maybe... It's one of the weird things about this sim. Sometimes things happen and it's just like... It doesn't make any sense why it's happening. You know? But that's okay. Alright, so we're plodding along here. I think our main... Second, can't really... Alright. 10, so that's 30, that's another 32. Okay, so the other stuff coming up is going to be kind of close together, it looks like. There's 80. GST. Alright, so yeah, we've only got short distances from, it looks like, coming up here. Alright, pretty soon I'm going to have to start descending. Well, I don't know what other... Oh, okay. That's fine. I was just checking, Mick, because when you said you were below me, and I was like, how did you catch up? Because You were way back there. Now it's like you're leaving me behind. It's very weird. And I've got a headwind. That's the strange thing. Like a 76 knot headwind. So, yeah, very weird. I don't know. Oh well. Oop. All right. Why did that not light up? All right, there it goes. Worried me there for a second. Willet's very close. And then I think it's like a 30 knot. Now see, now I'm losing speed. It went to Mach 6.6 or 0.6. Oh, it was like it's just suddenly. That's very weird. Like it slowed me down suddenly. That was strange. Why would it suddenly slow me down? And it's like I dropped a little bit of altitude as well. Wow. Okay, that was weird. Do we have even stronger headwind? No, it's been the same. Right now it's kind of gently speeding back up. That is really weird. Huh. Oh, I have it like here on this, up at the top right of this MFD, right here. With the arrow, you have the degrees and the wind speed. That should be it right there, right at the top. Alright, so that is 27. Yeah, but it's like suddenly, all of a sudden, my plane just slowed down. Like, we were doing 0.77 and then it just suddenly dropped. That's rather odd. I don't know. All right, pretty soon I'm gonna have to start descending, I think. I'm gonna step away for just a second, folks. I'll be right back. Ooh, thank you. Sorry about that. Um, I don't know why that's happening, Mick. Um, if you can send me a screen, take a screenshot and send it to me, I'll take a look. But I thought that that was always a standard bit of information on the corner there. Um, so I don't know why it's not showing up. So yeah, very strange. Why that's not there. On this little MFD right here. That's the place I've always found it. I don't think I've seen it anywhere else. I mean, all your screens are on? These are all showing as on, Mick? Well, wait a minute. Hmm. Which Airbus do you? Well, you only have the base game, so it would be the Asobo Airbus. You don't have like the Phoenix or anything like that. I don't know. That is a weird one. Even with live weather off, it should show you something. Yeah, like I don't know. I don't know why it would not show you that. That's very strange. All right, so we're descending into Pittsburgh, essentially. We're just dropping altitude. We're going to go all the way to 12,000 feet, and from there, just yeah. Show if you send me that screenshot, I'll take a look and see why. See if I can't figure out why it's not showing. I've always seen that as just it's always there. I've never had to switch anything on to show that. Well, Mick, thanks for showing up today. Nobody else could be arsed. Man, I thought for sure we would have gotten some, there would have been plenty of viewers that would have popped in and said hello by now. Man, wow. Well, Airlock Doc did. I shouldn't say nobody did. Airlock Doc did for a few minutes and then disappeared. Okay. That's okay. Typing and flying. See ladies multitasking. Yeah. That's right, Nick. That's right. All right. I'm gonna set that. Oops. I want to set that back to where we were when we departed New York. I don't think it's the same. See, now I'm catching up to you. I'm going to probably pass you. That's really weird. Just turned into... Okay. Yeah, you are ahead of me. I don't know by how much, but that's really odd. Well, it is one of those things today, I guess. Just one of those strange things in the sim. I don't know. Because I still got, let's see, we're at IHD. I got one, two, three waypoints between now. Okay, we're gonna turn. Okay, I see. I'm turning up here on at IHD. All right. Yeah, we're almost there, folks. All right, Mick. Well, if you beat me to the runway, go for it. Yeah, I have a feeling the weather's much different, so we should get an altimeter reading pretty soon. I'm guessing it's closer to 3003, maybe. We should get an altimeter reading, but July 22nd. Huh. Where's my other? I gotta find one. There it is. I gotta bring that over here as well. KPT. 302. Oh, it's higher. Okay. Surprise. Well, you must be way ahead of me if you're. Well, no, so you haven't turned on to K-Pit. You haven't turned in. Basically, we're still heading towards our arrival portion, Mick. Um, so you'll probably get there before I do. You may wow, you. Okay, you don't look like you're that far ahead of me though. But what do I know? I don't know, Mick. You got me on that one. And you followed my whole flight plan. Something just doesn't seem right. If you're already talking to Pittsburgh. Well, you might be talking to. No, we're under Cleveland Center. Because they're the major airport. They control that airspace. You would be talking to approach maybe, but you're. I don't know. Why haven't I heard from anybody? Well, so I'm cruising along, but I haven't. That's weird because I'm not talking to anybody to get some kind of even an altimeter update or anything. I don't know. I really don't know. I'm at a loss here. I don't know what's happening. I see the difficult part is, Mick, and I'm not denying that I feel that you're telling me the truth, but without seeing like if you were streaming, then I could kind of get a better idea of what's happening. But I that's surprising that you're already talking to Pittsburgh. But that's what I'm saying. You must be way ahead of me. But it doesn't seem like you are. But I don't know. Whereas I'm not talking to anybody. you know, Nobody's saying boo to me. All right, so now I'm going into my arrival portion. All right, there's that. Well, you're definitely going to be on the ground before me, Mick. All right, now I'm talking to Pittsburgh approach. So you are way ahead of me. It just doesn't look like it, though. I don't know. All right, so we weren't too far off then on the altimeter. Well, somebody's popping in as usual, just as we're getting ready to land. Man, I honestly, I'm almost at the point where we're gonna be up in the air and we're just gonna land, and then that'll be it for the stream. Fly all these hours and then people can't be bothered to come in and hang out for an extended period of time. I don't know, whatever. All right, well, I think Mick is going to get there before I do somehow, even though I took off before him. He passed me somehow. I don't know why, but he did. Or how he did it. I know why. I don't know the why or the how, because he went blazing by me like I was standing still. So, anyways. we're the nasty transition. Oh wow, okay. Why is it showing over there? What is... Why... What is going on? It's like we're going right past it. We're not even going there. It just went, it bypassed everything and went... Oh, come on. Okay, I gotta get this back online. Direct. Okay. Whew. It was like just gonna go bypass all that and take us right to the runway, and then we would have missed the runway. Wow. Okay. Maybe I should have listened to a little voice in my head that said just cancel the flight. I'll have to slow down to give Mick time to get on the ground. Well, if you're, whoever's watching, if you'd like to say hello, it'd be greatly appreciated. Don't be a stranger. Come on now. Say hello. Be nice to talk to a viewer. Oh, somebody unsubscribed, or I lost a subscriber. Somebody just, wow, okay. Man. I guess that was you, Mick, because you were my first subscriber. Your subscription might have ran out. I just saw that. Oh well. Okay, let's get the landing gear down. Let's slow down a little bit more. Alright, so as soon as Mick turns off the runway, I'll probably land regardless, because I think I hit the localizer. So that's pretty much right on the spot. So we're just waiting on the other diamond to get to the middle there. Well, that'd be like right now. Okay, I'll be right there, Mick. Okay. Come on, button. Gee whiz. Alright, let me slow down even more. That's our last bit of flaps there. Are you off the runway there, Mick? It seems like you're sitting on the runway. Well, I don't know. Something is not right about the sim today. That's for sure. Oh, okay. It just looked like the way it was looking. Maybe it's just my view. I don't know. Today's just one of those days. I don't get it. Make sure my speed. I think I armed him. Yep. All right. Perfect. Today is just one of those days. I don't get it at all. I wish I could understand it. I don't.
1,000. $500. $400. $300. $200. 100, 60, 50, 40, 30, 20, retard 5.
Ooh, uh-oh. Little bounce. There we go. Alright, there we are. On behalf of myself and the entire flight crew, would like to welcome you to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Local time is... I'll tell you in a moment. I think it's an hour behind me. Nope, same time. Local time in Pittsburgh is 8:38 in the morning. We understand and appreciate that nobody wanted to watch this one today for whatever reasons. And we thank you for not watching. Do join us tomorrow in the Junkers 52, departing from Guardia and heading to Karachi. It is right there. We're going to pull next to him and get a group photo. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh. Well, hello, Vengeful Squid. Yeah. Well, it's been an interesting one. We've had some... I took off in front of my friend here, Watt Mickford. He passed me underneath, surprisingly. Somehow, he just went psh, blasting on by like I was standing still. Don't know why or how that happened, but it did. And then as I was coming into approach, it was going to bypass the transition point and take me right to the runway, so I had to direct the plane to go to the transition point. So yeah, it's been fantastic. Yeah. I don't understand it. Like, I looked behind me. I was like, where did he go? I was like, where are you? And he's like, below. I'm below you. And I'm like, I look down and he's just zipping right past me. And I'm like, what? How? So yeah, very strange. But we're here. We made it. So yeah, very weird. And then he's saying that on his screen he did not have the wind direction or speed or anything either on the little PF or the MFD or whatever you want to call it. He had none of that information at all. So yeah, strange day. Like last night when originally we were going to fly from Heathrow to Hamburg. And I was loading into Heathrow, and I was trying to check the flight, and every time I'd either get a CTD or all my MFDs would just suddenly go blank. So, yeah, it's just been a strange last 12, not even 24 hours, probably less than 12 hours in the sim. So, I don't know. See, it's almost like that's the reason why flying something like the Junkers 52 seems to be a better option than flying a high-tech jetliner like an A320. You know, there's all these things that can go wrong. You just never know when it'll happen. No, it was like Heathrow to Hamburg. But I've heard some people who are just trying to fly in Europe. I tried like from De Gaulle to Hamburg, same problem. So I don't know if it was just Europe in general or what, but this was the only flight that I was like, well, let me try America and see if that's the if and lo and behold, it's okay. But I tried different options to make sure it wasn't the airport itself that was causing the problem, but no, it wasn't. It was clearly something else. I don't know. So yeah, very, very weird situation. I don't know. I don't get it. Yeah, it's just been one of those days. So you're the second person that's popped in the chat today. Airlock did for a minute or two, and then you're here. So thank you, popping in and saying hello. Nobody bothered today. You know, I put on the auto multiplayer thing, thinking more people would want to watch and maybe perhaps join in, but alas, that is not the case. I don't know. It's a very weird situation, I guess. Got a very, very finicky crowd. Wow. That looks really interesting. What is going on here? Whoa, what in the, what? Oh my god. Wow, okay. Oh, wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. We just had World Update USA Part 2, and you're telling me that that could not be dealt with? Why? Wow, okay. Sure. That is just okay. I guess they missed that part of the USA. Oh, thanks, Mick. So I was like, wait a minute, why? What is going on there? Okay, so they want me to go around Mick and pull in right. This doesn't make any sense. I tell you, today has just been. Why didn't we get parking at the gates? This is like the general aviation spot. Wow. And the hits just keep on coming. I don't know how I'm supposed to. Man, what it... This has been a weird one today, that's for sure. I'm almost half embarrassed to even load this up to YouTube today for tomorrow, but I will. That is just insane. Well, didn't even give us an option to the gates to sit. Unless I. No? Because it gave the same thing to Mick. I don't know. I'm going to run over this person because I don't have any other room to do anything else. We're barely squeezed by this building. Okay. This has been some truly weird stuff today. Alright, let's just end this. An hour, just over an hour flying. Almost an hour, 1 minute. Anyway, hold on, let me just get my hours here real quick before we disappear for the 3. Well, oh my goodness. Okay, well, we may not fly jetliners for a while because there's something going on with the jetliners again. I don't know what it is or why, but there seems to be an issue. So maybe we'll just move over to general aviation until things seem to have improved. I don't know, but anyway, well, thank you, Airlock Doc and Vengeful Squid, for coming in for a few minutes. Appreciate it. Don't know where everybody else was, but I guess they weren't that excited about the flight. So anyway, that will be it for today. I will see you tomorrow, 7:10. Oh, Mick, are you flying with me tomorrow, or are you not? Just give me a thumbs up, yay or nay, if you are. Just so that I have an idea of if you're going to be there. So hopefully tomorrow will be way better than today's flight. Hopefully, being the key word. So now my followers went up. I don't know. Twitch has been weird. Everything's been weird. I don't know. Yeah, just let me know. I'll wait for you to let me know what your plans are for tomorrow. If you're gonna fly with me or not, or if you want to fly the 172 again. Oh, okay. All right, that's fine. Then 7:10, we'll get the stream started up. I will go probably taxi out to the departure runway. So if you just want to spawn in, Mick, you're more than welcome to. Or if you don't want to take a day off from the flying, that's fine as well. All right, that'll do, folks. I will see you tomorrow, 7:10 Eastern, 11:10 UTC, 12:10 UK, in the Jungers 52 departing from Guardia to heading to Karachi. So Pakistan to India, I believe. I think that's right. I hope I'm right. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your Tuesday morning, afternoon, evening, early Wednesday morning, depending on where you are in the world. I have been and always shall be your host and pilot, Uncle B. Till then, peace, live long and prosper.